Republicans are now considering extending the extra unemployment benefits, which are going to expire this week. But lawmakers right now are not close to a deal. Tonight, WBZ political analyst John Keller shows us why and what will happen here without a new stimulus bill.
To work again, stronger and safer.
The message from top Republicans to states and local communities has been clear. Don't expect another aid package from us. What happens to Massachusetts if we don't get even some of that money? Earlier this month, Governor Baker sounded an optimistic note.
They get the fact that if states are literally laying off tens of thousands of people around the country at exactly the point in time when the feds would like to see the economy continue its recovery, that's going to work against what they're seeking to achieve.
But as time grows short before Congress takes its long summer break, the GOP is sticking with its position. No more bailouts.
I'm not interested in calling up communist China and saying, can we borrow another $1 trillion and leave our kids and grandkids in hock for something that's not going to fix the problem.
I'm hoping it's political posturing.
The head of the nonpartisan Mass Taxpayers Foundation says federal failure to step up could torpedo the state's budget and economic recovery for years.
And the aid could be structured in a way to address some of their concerns, but it doesn't negate the need for that aid.
And if that need goes unmet, better brace yourself for a flood of layoffs.
So cities and towns spend about 70% of their budgets hiring people like teachers and police officers and firefighters. And if communities have to cut their budgets, those are the people who are going to lose their jobs. And that's bad news for the people who rely on their services.
All right, John, let's look into our crystal ball. Is a deal going to get done?
Well, the House bill that they passed 10 weeks ago contains $1 trillion in aid to cities and states. And I'm not so sure Nancy Pelosi is going to be willing to back off that figure very much. With the election a little more than 3 months away, it's hard to believe President Trump and Republican senators up for re-election want to risk the political consequences of essentially making cops, firefighters, and other public workers jobless just when the country needs them the most. But, Liam, there are a lot of things that have gone on in Washington lately that are hard to believe. Know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, John. We'll keep an eye on the story. Thank you. Appreciate it, Paula. Over